Senator Bernie Sanders recently took to the floor to rip the GOP tax plan as not only a gigantic giveaway to the rich, but also as a way to cut Social Security and Medicare. Now, while he was on the floor, he proposed an amendment to the tax bill that would establish a rule requiring a 2/3 vote in order to cut Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. Now, that's a very interesting political tactic. He's basically saying, look, if you're going to cut Social Security, which we know you want to do, well, let's get you on the record. Let's have a 2/3 vote to have you want to put it on the record that you're going to cut Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security. That's super smart. Now, he also promised that he would withdraw this amendment if the Republicans could guarantee to him that the American people, or could guarantee to the American people, that the Republicans will not do those gigantic cuts to Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security. He then, of course, yielded the floor to Pat Toomey, which led to this fun moment.
Will you guarantee the people of this country that after this bill passes, you will not come back, raise the retirement age, voucherize Medicare, raise the retirement age to Medicare, cut cost of living increases by instituting a so-called chained CPI? Do I have your word on that?
So I have to disappoint the senator from Vermont by informing him that there is no secret plan to do any of the above. We are not in some process to spring something. If we wanted to make these changes in Medicare and Medicaid, this would be the vehicle because we have reconciliation protection to do it.
Okay, so right there he's saying, hey man, look, if we wanted to do it, we could just do it. It's not some secret plan. No, it's actually not a secret plan. Your plan's out in the open. This bill does an automatic 25% cut in Medicare, since it costs so much to the deficit. So, no, it's not a secret plan. Everybody knows that you want to do it. That's why Bernie Sanders is out there asking for a guarantee. And you'll see that in this next clip.
Let me just be very clear. I'm happy to hear this. Do I have your word now that you, as a senator, I know you can't speak for everybody, that you, as a senator, after this bill is passed, and I suspect it will be, you will not support any cuts to Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid? Do I have that word from you?
I am not going to support any cuts to people who are on the program and need those benefits.
There it is.
But I want this program to survive. I'm going to acknowledge that we need this program for the next generation too.
He just let the cat out of the box, or whatever the phrase is. He just told you he's going to cut Social Security. That's it, my friends. He will not cut it, what he just said, he will not cut it for people who are on Social Security right now. I hear that. But if you are 50 years of age, or you are 55 years of age, they just told you, my friend from Pennsylvania just told you, they may go forward to raise the retirement age, they may cut your cost of living adjustment. That is what he just said. So there is a plan, and that is exactly what they intend to do. And that's why I hope that we can get strong support for this amendment that will require a 2/3 vote to prevent any cuts to Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. And with that, Mr. President, I would yield.
I love this guy. Immediately exposed it for what the plan actually is. Yes, a way to drive up gigantic deficits in order to say, oh, look at that. Look at all this debt and deficits we have. It must be all these entitlement programs. We're going to have to cut them. I'm sorry, we're going to have to cut it. The other part I loved about that is we let the cat out of the box. It's bag. Just saying. He's absolutely right on everything else. And again, get him, Bernie. Get him. Get him. You might have to use some cold water on that bird. Just saying. Now, look, he pointed out, it's very interesting, because Republicans love to use this argument that, we're trying to save Social Security. We're trying to save Medicare and Medicaid. What are you talking about? Right? We're not trying to cut this at all. We're protecting the people that are on Social Security. See, there's a reason for that, and it's because their voters rely on Social Security. Their specific voters are already on Social Security and Medicare. And they love these programs. In fact, you know, you'll see it in Republican rallies. Get your government hands off my Medicare, which always strikes me as super, super ironic, right? It's super popular, and that's why they always talk about, when they talk about entitlement reform, oh, we're going to keep it the same for everybody that's on it right now. They know their voters, man. Younger people, though, they don't care about younger people. You're going to fuck them over. That's when you have the change CPI. That's when you have the raising the retirement age. That's a favorite one that they'd love to go to. So that's why they do it, man. They have no qualms about fucking younger people over. And they'd fuck over older voters, too, if it wasn't so popular. This is their plan to chip away at Social Security. Now, that's also why they have to lie about Social Security going bankrupt. It's not going bankrupt. No. Right now, I think it lasts to what? 2032? There's a surplus until like 2032, when then it can start paying out reduced benefits later on. It isn't bankrupt. And all you have to do is remove the cap and the payroll tax, so that wealthier people who hit the cap can continue paying for it. And look, that'll pay for the program in perpetuity, right? To the end of time, they'll have enough money to run Social Security. So this whole thing about Social Security being a Ponzi scheme, it's going broke, or adding to the deficit. Again, it doesn't add a penny to the deficit, right? So why then should Social Security or Medicare be targeted and cut if the Republicans decide to ram an incredibly unpopular and expensive tax cut through Congress? And it's because they want your Social Security money, right? They want to cut it. They want to give it to they privatize it. They want to voucherize it. They want to give it to their buddies on Wall Street. That's why Toomey cannot promise that they won't make cuts to those programs, because it would be a complete lie, and it would be a great political ad to use against him that would destroy him at the ballot box. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.